right, folks, welcome to week 3. Congratulations. You did a great job getting through the first 2 weeks. Before we go into the workout for today, let me give you a couple notes. Week 3 now is the start of phase 2. And this is an important phase. I love this phase because this is where we really get to start to build that foundation of strength we've been looking for. But understand it's a little bit different than what we've done the last couple weeks. The last couple of weeks we were really focused on neural recruitment. There was a lot of speed, there was very little weight, and there was a lot of repetitions. This next phase, it's really critical that you don't allow your ego to write checks that your body can't cash. And please keep that in mind. We are really focused on doing well and making you strong, but that won't happen if you allow yourself to get caught up with more and more and more weight and don't focus on the strict form. So this phase right here builds the foundation of strength. After that, we pile on top of this with that sports-specific exercise we talked about. That's going to get you ready to go up in the mountains and make a difference and have a great hunting season. So keep that in mind. Form matters more than the weight. The weight's a tool, it is not the end game. All right, let's dive into day 1 of week 3. Now we're going to the strength phase, so remember, form is everything, and we're gonna do some supersets today. In fact, a lot of what we do are gonna be supersets, but they're gonna be a little heavy, and they're gonna be opposing groups, as you'll notice, upper body and lower body. So today we're gonna do a set of deadlifts followed by dumbbell bench press. Now, a couple rules of thumb on this. If you've done deadlifts before and you're confident, you've had people watch you and your form's good, then go ahead and do the deadlifts. If you're a beginner and you have not done deadlifts before, this is not the program to learn how to do deadlifts. We recommend that you do Romanian deadlifts instead. Don't get that confused with a straight leg deadlift. Romanian deadlifts are different. They're great for your hamstrings. They'll do everything we need you to do in this phase. If you're comfortable with regular deadlifts, then feel free to do those instead. So it's one or the other, and you're gonna do a deadlift supersetted right afterwards by a dumbbell bench. So the way it works is you're gonna do sets of 10, then 8, 8, 6, 6, 3, 3, 3. The rest times are gonna grow quite a bit. You won't rest between your deadlift and your bench, but then you're gonna rest quite a bit afterwards. Look at the lab printout and you'll see the times. It goes for 1 minute and 30, then 2 minutes, and then 2.5 minutes by the time you get to the bottom. Keep a couple things in mind. On the sets where you're doing 10 and 8 and 8, you shouldn't get to failure on these. We really want to be getting to failure when we do those 6s and the 3s at the bottom. That's where the weight gets heavier. Also, as far as the starting weight, remember we're feeling our way through this. Every one of you has a different body type and every one of you has different experiences. So you're gonna start at a weight that you know you can do for 10 repetitions. Then you're gonna increase the weight to something you can do for 8. A rule of thumb, and I think a good rule of thumb, is if you can get through the set and you put the weights down and it felt like you could do a couple more, then on the next one, go ahead and add 5 pounds if it's upper body, or add 10 pounds per side if it's your lower body. So for instance, you do your first set of 8, and then you feel like, wow, I could have done a couple more reps there, then go ahead and stack 5 more pounds on each side for your upper body, your bench press work, or 10 pounds per side for your deadlift work, and then do it again. After you finish the sets of 8, up the weight a little bit before you do the sets of 6. Same rule applies with going to the sets of 3. Just keep upping the weight as you go. After you're done with that, take a quick pause and you're gonna do 4 more rounds of a different superset. Beginners, you're going to do a bent over row with a dumbbell, supersetted with hamstring curls. Again, experienced folks, if you've done a straight barbell row before, then you go ahead and do those supersetted with the hamstring curls. You're gonna do 4 sets of that with 2 minutes rest in between each. And then you're done for the day. Mountain Toughers, this is a great phase. You're gonna love this. You might get bigger, but that's all right, because we're gonna burn all that off you in the next phase. Have a great workout today, and we'll see you tomorrow.